This is BENQ PD2730s, a 27-inch 5K monitor made for professionals who demand color accuracy, ultra-high resolution, and solid design. For a few past weeks, I've been using this monitor as my main driver for photo editing, video editing, 3D modeling, VFX, you name it, you can use it for whatever you want. This is a monitor from BENQ PD series, professional monitor for designers, and also you can play games on it, but have in mind that this is not monitor dedicated to gamers. And in this video, I will tell you all about my impression of this amazing monitor and is it worth the price tag of $1,200 US. A quick disclaimer, BENQ did send me this monitor, but they are not sponsoring this video, so everything what I say in this video is completely based on my experience and my opinion. First, let me proudly tell you that this monitor that I have here is one of a kind, is unique because it has my signature imprinted on a monitor base. I'm really happy about that. Now let's talk about the build quality and design. This monitor is built really solid, similar like previous BENQ PD series of monitors, so I don't have anything to complain there. The base is nice, sturdy, made of the brushed aluminum, and it's big enough to firmly support your monitor on the table. The front side of the monitor is really nice and clean with the thin bezels all around the screen except the lower portion, which has a thicker bezel with a black BENQ logo imprinted there. So similar situation like a previous series of BENQ PD monitors. The back side is completely redesigned. First of all, it is white instead of dark gray like it was the case on previous series of BENQ monitors, and also the stand is redesigned. It's really nice and sturdy with a new cable management system, which I prefer over the previous one. Also, it has a circular mounting part between the stand and the monitor, which I really like instead of the rectangular. And about the white color on the back, I like it. It's fresh and nice and elegant, but I prefer darker monitors because it's better blend in my studio right here, nothing else. If you have a brighter environment, etc., this monitor will fit amazingly with the wide back. The rear port sticks out horizontally from the monitor instead of vertically, like it was the case on previous PD series, and I think this is an improvement over the previous series because it's much easier to plug in and out cables horizontally than when they're hidden vertically. It has an HDMI and display port, two Thunderbolt 4 ports, and additional USB Type-C port for connecting second device with a built-in KVM switch. With the Thunderbolt 4 port, you can charge up devices with a power up to 90 watts, which is amazing, and that means that, for example, you can use your MacBook Pro and connect it with just one cable and in the same time charge it and transfer the image to external monitor. Also, you can use another Thunderbolt 4 port to plug in, for example, an external hard drive. On the bottom side of the monitor, you have three USB Type-A ports, one USB Type-C, along with the headphone jack. You can adjust the height up to 150 millimeters, you can tilt it from -5 to 20 degrees, and you can swivel it on both sides by 30 degrees, and you can rotate it to pivot it to 90 degrees in case you want to edit something in a portrait mode or you're coding or doing whatever you want in that portrait orientation. Also, display is VESA mount compatible, so that means that you can attach it to additional monitor arm that you need to buy separately. Also on the bottom side, you have three buttons. One is for turning on and off the monitor, another is for changing the color modes, and another is for going into the menu. Now let's talk about the important part, the panel. As I already said, this is a 5K monitor with the resolution of 5120 by 2880, and the aspect ratio is 16:9, so you have a lot of screen real estate to work with in that 5K resolution, and also it has amazing pixel density of 280 ppi pixel per inch. The text is razor sharp, editing photos, small details, feels really good. I also like the BENQ Nano Matte panel that features anti-reflective coating that reduces glare and diffuse ambient light. This will give your eyes some comfort and it will prevent some eye strains, etc. And this is really important, especially if you're spending hours and hours in the front of your monitor. You want to take care of your eyes, and BENQ is doing that for you, and also it's implemented the anti-flicker technology and low blue light. The monitor supports HDR10 and VESA Display HDR400, the brightness goes up to 400 nits, the response time is 5 milliseconds, and the refresh rate is 60 Hz. Contrast ratio is 2000/1, which gives you a richer black tones and also preserves a lot of details in shadows. Also, the monitor comes pre-calibrated with a calibration chart that is unique for every single piece of monitor out there, so you don't need to worry about calibration straight out of the box. And what is really important, the delta E is less than 2, that means that the color accuracy is amazing. Monitor supports 10-bit colors, 100% of sRGB and Rec 709, 98% of P3, and I think 95% of Adobe RGB. Also, it is Pantone validated, Pantone skin tone validated, and Kalman verified, so you can trust what you see. This time monitor is shipped with this wireless hotkey pack, which is a kind of remote control for your monitor because you can change all the settings of your monitor from this device wirelessly, and the batteries are included, which is really great addition. I really like this wireless one, and you can use it, for example, with the press of the button. You can change from sRGB to P3 color mode or to MBook color mode. MBook color mode is really interesting because you can use it with your Mac computers, for example with the MacBook Pro like I'm using it, to basically match the colors on your Mac with your monitor. Also, there are plenty additional color modes that this monitor supports, like Rec 709, P3, darkroom mode, animation mode, CamCAD mode, and so on and so forth, and you can all change from this small hotkey pack or directly with the buttons on the screen. Additionally, you can download the BENQ's Display Pilot 2 app to control a bunch of cool monitor settings. For example, you can turn on or off the auto pivot option, or you can also change the brightness of the screen with Display Pilot app. By the way, you can also use the hotkey pack to change the brightness of the screen with this knob right here, or just use it to change the volume up or down. And also you can use the Display Pilot app to easily program all these buttons and this dial, what function will it use. I'm really enjoying the monitor so far. I didn't find any kind of big flaws here. Maybe one flaw for me is that the height is adjustable only to 150 millimeters. Maybe 200 millimeters will be more suitable for my taste, but otherwise it's perfect. The color accuracy is amazing. The 5K screen, sharpness, everything is really cool. Also, when I connect my MacBook Pro with the monitor with MBook mode, I'm matching the colors between the MacBook Pro and the monitor. And also, if you compare it to Apple Cinema Display, this one is cheaper. It's $1,200. The Cinema Display is $1,600. Plus, if you want the height adjustment, you need to add at least $400 more. And the Mac Cinema Display has a glossy screen. I don't like that, at least for my taste. I like matte screens. It's much better for my eyes and everything. Yes, on glossy screen, the colors are more saturated, etc. The maybe brighter, looks more pop. But for me as a professional artist, the matte screen is a must. So if you're a professional artist, if you care about your eyes and you want a 5K screen, I can highly recommend the BENQ PD2730s. I will leave the link down there in the description if you want to check more about the monitor or to purchase it. Let me know down there in the comments what you think in general about 5K screens. There are currently not many options on the market. Would you get one? Would you consider getting one? Or this is something that you don't care about at all? See you in my next one. Bye bye.